Hey everybody, I'm Samurai Sam, and today I'm doing a video of something a little different. If you know me, you know that I have a ton of video games, and that's my main collection and my pride and joy. But I also have quite a few, mostly baseball cards from my youth. I actually haven't acquired a new baseball card in well over a decade. These are like almost all from when I was a kid to when I was a teenager. And I never did it like for money. It was never like collected cards thinking that, oh, I'm going to sell these one day and make a lot of money. No, I just like enjoyed it. And I still enjoy going through this, revisiting this collection every once in a while. And I figured I'd get it on camera because I haven't really shown it much on the internet or talked about it. And I mean, I know it's not really worth hardly any money, probably, but I don't care. That's not the point of it. I just enjoy the cards. I enjoy the sport. I enjoy the sport, and I enjoy looking at the cards and like seeing cool things about them. So basically, what you see here in this long cardboard box is the main collection that I guess got first and like spent the most time organizing and looking at. And I have them organized basically by team and then by year and then by company. So like, you know, one company's set for 1983, then another company's set for 1983 or whatever. Then by position. So like first baseman come first, then second base, third base, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I'm going to go through one of the team's piles to show it off. Over here I have a few other sets that are segregated from this main set because I believe at one point, like my mom probably like found a bunch of these like at a yard sale or something and just gave them to me, and I never like got around to integrating them into this. And also another part of the factor is that this right here is very saturated, and like this entire long cardboard thing is already like filled to the brim with these, and these stacks are very big. As you can see, there's 2 stacks for every team pretty much, except for like the new teams like the Devil Rays over there. So at some point soon I actually do want to reorganize these. I have to order some in boxes like this so I can store my cards better, because this isn't really an ideal way to store them. And then I'm probably going to like reorganize them in some way. Not 100% sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I will. And just let's look at what we got over here. We have 88 tops here. I like tops a lot in general, but this set for some reason I don't really find that interesting. I've kind of looked at it before, but like, I don't know, it just doesn't really pique my interest. We've got Score 1988, which has kind of a cool little color thing going on where like the first bunch of cards in the set are yellow, then the next bunch are green, and the next bunch are red and, you know, purple. I think it kind of looks cool when it's like this. Normally I like to organize the cards differently than the way the companies have them, you know, from 1 to whatever the last card in the set is, but this actually makes for a cool look, I think. Score 1989, which does not do that same thing, I'm afraid. And these cards, I've hardly ever looked at these, I think. So I can't give too much opinion, but they're probably okay. This right here is my dad's old baseball card collection in the very same shoebox that he kept it in years before I ever had it. And he never had like a really big collection, but I always thought it was wicked cool. It's part of the reason that I started to enjoy collecting cards, because I saw the ones that he had. Like these are from like the 60s mostly, and then he got into it again like a little bit in the end of the 80s, I think. This is just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. This is mostly like late 80s, early 90s cards, I should say. I'll talk more about those after, like those sets. Here's 88 Donruss, which I actually do kind of like this design. Some people don't, but like I kind of like the blue and red there. Here's Fleer 1990. There's a couple cards in this set that are kind of infamous, and this set unfortunately edits out a couple of the cards that had to be edited. Like one of the cards in this set had the F word on it, and they had to edit it out. This set has the edited versions, not the originals. And then this is more cards that are kind of like this, kind of the same sort of stuff. And then in here actually are non-baseball cards. These are like almost all football cards from various years. I have some from like 96, I think, which look pretty cool. But then like a bunch of old football players that I've never heard of. I believe I have a Teddy Bruschi rookie card in here, which is pretty cool. I'm a Patriots fan, so that's cool. Like, yeah, here, this is like the newest football card I have, and this is like 1996. Yeah, I have a bunch of 1996 cards from this set, not the whole set by any means. And I do recall having like a Larry Bird card at one point. I have no idea if I still have that. I don't think I have any other... Oh, here's the Larry Bird card I was remembering right here. I literally just found it just now on camera. Yeah, so this is really cool. Like, I'm a Celtics fan, so Larry Bird is I mean, I'm too young to like remember Larry Bird, but obviously he's one of the coolest players ever to wear the uniform. And there's like a bunch of like cool stuff like this. So this is like a Babe Ruth series of cards that first of all look really cool, and then just have like little cool things about Babe Ruth and like speculation about his career and like kind of how do we judge him by today's standards and stuff. And this is one of the reasons why I like to collect cards, is because sometimes you find cool stuff like this, and it's fun to look through these, and like there's cool pictures and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I just enjoy cards for their own sake. Like I enjoy looking at them. I think they're meant to be like looked at front and back. I don't believe in like grading them. For me personally, anyway. I'm not judging anybody else, but that's just me. And then yeah, again, I'm gonna have to like organize these because they're slightly organized, but not to the full extent. But yeah, let's go over to the main section here. The very oldest cards I have are from 1960. Like I have several actually. Like this, for example, is a 1960 card, 1960 tops. And a lot of the cards from back then had like a little cartoony illustration in the back with a little factoid about the player. The fact that he played in the World Series with the Dodgers isn't really that interesting to me, but it's kind of a cute little illustration. This is before Topps, I guess, had like their whole careers on the back. Instead, it was just like last year and then their lifetime stats. Yeah, let's take a look. I am a Red Sox fan. I'm from Massachusetts, so we're going to look through the Red Sox pile to like go over all the different sets. And let me set my phone down here so I can properly show you these cards with both of my hands. So there's a lot to go through. I'm obviously going to skin these. I'm not going to go over every card, but like first Red Sox card here, nice one, Tony Conigliaro, who might have had a Hall of Fame career if he had not gotten hit in the eye with a pitch. This is 1965 Topps, I believe. Kind of cool to see the old cards, and they're still in decent shape considering their age. This is 1969 Topps right here. All-Star Yastrzemski card. There's another Yastrzemski right here. This is, what year is this one? This is 1971. Cool. And we're getting into the 70s. I don't have too many cards from the 70s. The 80s is when my collection really has probably the bulk. 1972, yep. Like just a bunch of like random 70s cards. I don't have any complete sets from the 70s. Just like a few here and there. Because like, that's just kind of how I got them. Jerry Remy card. Cool. Jerry Remy, of course, is long time color commentator for the Red Sox on TV. This is a 1980 card. 1980 Topps. I'm not overly familiar with this set because this is not the set that like I was most into when I was a kid, but it's cool that I have all these. Ooh, Tony Perez. It's easy to forget that Tony Perez was on the Red Sox once, but he's best known for his time with the Cincinnati Reds. This is 1981 Topps, of course. Dave Stapleton, he should have been on first base for the 1986 World Series in Game 6, not Bill Buckner. Should have been a defensive replacement. Jim Rice. Carlton Fisk. This must be like the last Carlton Fisk card for the Red Sox, because this is like right before he left for Chicago. Jim Rice, of course. Another Tony Perez card. He was on the Red Sox for multiple years. This is 1982. I tend to forget that I have this many of the early 80 sets. I tend to think that I don't have them, and then I realize, oh, I actually do. Is this Topps, by the way? I'm not... Oh, this is Fleer. This isn't even Topps right now. I kind of like this design. It's kind of simple, but I think it works. More back to Topps. I think this is 83. Yep, 83. More Jerry Remy. That's cool. I think his last year was like 84 or 85. I think it was 85. It was his last year. This is 1983. This is Donruss 83, one of the earliest Donruss cards. I think 81 was the first year that Donruss got into the business. Topps 84, yep. Topps 85. Oh, there's Bill Buckner. Good player, unfortunately remembered for one big mistake in his career. Yeah, this is 1985. More Jerry Remy. Wade Boggs, obviously, is a Hall of Famer. Dwight Evans probably should be in the Hall of Fame, honestly. I'm not just saying that as a biased Red Sox fan. He was really, really good. Let's see here. Then 1986 Topps. I kind of like this design with the team name very prominent on the top with the colored in. Kind of like that. let's look at more of these here. I don't think I have the whole 1986 set of tops, but I do have quite a few of them I see here. I didn't know I had this many. Again, I honestly don't really look at this collection too much, probably not as much as I should, so I tend to forget what I have. Bob Ojeda, now this is kind of ironic, because this is a 1986 Bob Ojeda card. He wound up going to the Mets for 1986, I guess after this card was produced, and he pitched against the Red Sox in the World Series and beat them. And then we have here a Topps 1987, which went for like a cardboard border kind of design, which is okay, I guess. Not my favorite, but it works. And then is this the point where they, yeah, you can see, it's not really easy to see here, but if a player led the league in something, it's italicized in their statistics for that year. And if there's a diamond next to the stat, that means they were tied for the lead in that category. But here's like a bunch of Topps. Yeah, I'll try and like go a little faster through these because I don't want this video to be super, super long. Yep, I have the whole set right here, at least for the Red Sox. I think I might have the whole set in general. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to find out someday. Here's, what's this? This is 1987. Is this Fleer? Yep, that's Fleer. And that's just one card, though, 1987 Topps. Here's the 1988 Donruss. That's a different design than what Donruss usually does. I don't know why that's so different. Is this Donruss? Maybe this isn't Donruss. I thought it's obviously... Oh, yeah, it is Donruss. Yeah, I don't know why this has, like, the orange border, but Donruss 88 usually has blue border. A blue border. So that's different. And then this is Fleer, I believe. Yep, Fleer, 1988. Topps 1989. I like the Topps 1989 set. I kind of the colorful team logo on the bottom there, and I think that's a solid design. And the backs all look like that. Now this we're getting into right here is what collectors refer to. Yeah, Wade Boggs, obviously. Let's see, he leads the league in a lot of stuff because he was an incredible hitter. I don't know how well you can see, but we're getting into what's called the junk wax era, which is in the late 80s, baseball cards were a very popular hobby, and companies started printing just an absolute ton of these cards, and it basically killed the market, just like destroyed the value of baseball cards and collecting and stuff. So a lot of people don't like the sets at least that are going to come after this one. For mostly that reasons, and also some people don't like the way the cards are designed. But I have a fondness for them because I never cared about value anyway, and to me they hold a lot of nostalgia. Here's Donruss 1989. I don't have the whole set, but I have a lot of them. Donruss had something called Diamond Kings, where they would feature like the best player for each team, or at least their favorite player in each team, and write like a paragraph on why they're great on the back. I kind of like it. And yeah, I like the Donruss 89 design. Like the characters, I said. The players have yeah, a bunch of different colors, kind of with the same style, and I think it works, personally. Then Fleer, well, I have the whole set of Fleer 89s. These are duplicates. I'm going to probably have to weed out a bunch of my duplicates because they're just taking up space. 90 score, I think I have... Do I have these already? Do I have 90 score over there? I think that's 89 score. But this looks a lot like the 88 set, honestly. And I think these cards are alright. I like it a lot when cards have like a paragraph about the player and you can read interesting things about them. I really like that kind of stuff. I'm kind of sad. I don't like sets as much when they don't have that kind of thing. Like it makes it like less personal, I guess. Then Donruss 90. This is one of like the least popular sets. It's like super common and worthless, and a lot of collectors hate it and they don't like the design. Personally, red is my favorite color, so I kind of don't mind this design, actually. I think it looks okay. Names are in cursive now. The thing with Donruss, though, is they only have, like... Well, let me get someone who's had a long career, like Wade Boggs. So, Donruss only has, like, the last 5 years of the player's stats, and if they're longer than that, then you're out of luck. They do have the career stats on the bottom, but I think that's kind of unfortunate. Then instead of like a little paragraph about the player, they have a career highlights thing where they just name a bunch of cool stuff about the player, I guess. Like only player in history to achieve 4 straight 200 100 wax seasons. Like I think Donruss is all right. It's definitely not my favorite though. Again, I have like a lot of nostalgia for this set, honestly. But it's not the best set by any means. Then a Hall of Fame Yastrzemski puzzle, which I don't think I even have. Now, the second huge pile of Red Sox. This is where the card, well, not yet. When we get into like the mid-late 90s, that's when the cards are going to get a lot better, and I'll show you. And I'll show you what like my favorite set is too as well. 1991 tops, I think. Yep, 1991 tops right here. Then Fleer 91. Now, Fleer 91 is another one of the least favorite sets of collectors in history. A lot of people really don't like the yellow design. For me, though, this was the first set of baseball cards I ever had. So for me, they have a great deal of nostalgia value. And I don't mind the yellow too much. Here's more Wade Boggs. Like, they will typically have, I drew on it as a kid, I was like an idiot. They typically will have, like, the player's whole career, but if it goes before 1977, then it just won't have what they did before 1977. So, like, Carlton Fisk, for example, well, that's a White Sox card. He's not with the Red Sox in this set. But, like, they won't have his whole career. Like, Nolan Ryan, they won't have his whole career. They'll have most of it, but not all of it. And then sometimes they will have facts and things to say about the player on the back. I think this set's okay. I don't think this is, like, the worst set ever or anything. And, like, the colors on the back will vary depending on what team the guy plays for. So, I think that's neat. I don't think it's the worst set ever. Oh, Larry Anderson. For Red Sox fans, this is the guy that they traded away Jeff Bagwell for. Jeff Bagwell, of course, went on to have a Hall of Fame career, and Larry Anderson was good, but only for like half a season, and then they got stomped by the A's in the playoffs, and then he left, and that was it. So that's 1991 Fleer. Now here's Upper Deck. This is where we start seeing Upper Deck cards. I like Upper Deck personally. Although, this is not showing his whole career. This is just like a few years. So this is not the best Upper Deck card. But then we have a Topps Kids thing, which show like a cartoony thing. I think that's all right, actually. I have a few of these Topps Kids ones, but not like a whole set by any means. Rookie card here. I don't know if that guy ever wound up doing anything. Topps, what year is this for Topps? 1994. Okay, I hardly have any of those. This is Pinnacle. I think this card looks kind of neat. Ooh. Yeah, I think this is good design right here. I don't know if this set like shows the player's whole stats, but again, I don't have the whole set, so I can't really say. But yeah, I think these are well-designed cards. And then this is an Upper Deck Prospects thing. Steve Rodriguez, I don't think ever did anything. I don't think Frank Rodriguez ever did anything either. Ooh, Upper Deck Collector's Choice 1995. This seems to be a really obscure set from what I can tell, but I really like this set, I have to admit. For the Red Sox, I don't really... The Red Sox color scheme here is not my favorite. Like, the player's last name will be colored according to what team they're on. And the Red Sox color choice is not my favorite, but I personally think this set is quite good. And if you look on the back, like, well, let me see if I can find one that has what I want. Oh, I guess I'm thinking of 96 for one of the things I'm thinking of here. But, like, yeah, basically they'll have a nice photo of the player on the back. And it will show, I believe, their whole career and, you know, a little blurb about the player. And, yeah, I think these are good cards. I kind of want to get the 96 set, honestly, because I like the 95 set. And I have a few of the 96 ones, but not all of them. Here is a rookie Nomar Garcia power card. That's really cool. Yeah, very, very cool stuff. So this right here is a step up in quality. This is the Topps 1997 set. This was the second set of cards that I ever had, which I opened up on Christmas morning on, must have been either 96 or 97, I don't know which year it was, but these are so much better than the Fleer 91 cards that I started out with, so I was you know, very impressed when I first opened up this set. All the American League players have this red design around them, and for the National League players, though, it's a light green, which I can't be bothered to show you right now. But these cards are really sharp. They changed the league leader statistics to be in red and italicized instead of just italicized, so they're way easier to see now. And of course, they'll have a little thing about the player on the back. And yeah, these are just really good cards, honestly. The last Roger Clemens Topps Red Sox card. Then we got one of my favorite sets here, the Topps 1998. I really like this set right here. I think it looks really cool. And you've got like a little thing down here with team's logo behind the gold-plated team name and player name. Nomar rookie card here. And I just think the back looks really cool too, with the photo and the design. Yeah, these are just like really quality cards in my opinion. Not really worth anything, I don't think, but you know, cool to have. Then we have the where is he? Here's the first Pedro Martinez Topps Red Sox card. This is right after they traded for him. Obviously wanted to have like two of like the best seasons anyone ever had. So here we have 2000 Fleer Tradition. So basically, Fleer made a set here where they try to make it in the style of like a really old Topps set from decades earlier, and kind of a tribute to the way baseball cards used to be. So if you look on the back, it's kind of in that style with a little blurb about the player. And like I showed you before, let me see if I can find one. Yeah, so like they'll have the little cartoony illustrations like I showed you earlier. So I think that's kind of neat. Although I don't think they show you if a player led the league in anything. Like Pedro Martinez, like, yeah, he led the league and stuff, but it doesn't say it on here. Yeah, but this is a pretty cool set. Not like my favorite set or anything, but I think it's well done for what they were trying to do. Team prospects. Tomo had an okay career, I think, but I don't remember that Wilton Veras guy at all. Now we are at my favorite set of them all, and well, I would say, can you guess, but I'm sure you can't guess what it is. It's 2003 Topps. I really like this design. I think it looks really sharp. I love the baseball diamond-shaped portraits and like kind of the gold plating and the colorful design. Of course, every team has like their own color scheme. The blue border looks great, I think. And then the backs of the cards are also quite good. Although, admittedly though, I don't believe there's any photos on the back. So that is the one thing you're like really... Oh! Hanley Ramirez, young Hanley Ramirez. That's cool. Not Manny Ramirez, Hanley Ramirez. Different player, but that's cool to see a young Hanley Ramirez. Yeah, so that's the one thing you're missing with this set is that there's no photos on the back. But I think this is a really good design. Oh, look at that, young Kevin Youkilis. I love that. Yeah, I absolutely adore this set. And my Johnny Damon card is not in this pile because I had Johnny Damon himself autograph it once in January 2004 when he came to a local mall. So that is somewhere else. Ooh, Ricky Henderson right here. See what an incredible career that guy had. Yeah, the only complaint I have with this set is that there's no photo on the back. But otherwise, this is really beautiful card design in my opinion. Now here is 2004 Topps. These cards tend to stick to each other a little bit. Oh, David Ortiz, cool. This is the first Red Sox David Ortiz Topps card. This one does have a little photo on the back, so that's cool. Yeah, I like these cards too. They're quality cards. I like 03 a little more, but these are also good. We're getting towards the end now, so I'm going to speed up a little here. Of course, in 2004, the Red Sox wound up winning the World Series. Funny here, they have Tony Womack, a Tony Womack card. This guy never wound up playing a single game for the Red Sox. They got rid of him before the start of the season. Then here's 2005 Topps, which of course, since the Red Sox had just won the World Series, this celebrates the World Series team. Stefan Bailey, I don't remember him at all. This must be like a rookie thing. Yeah, rookie stuff. Because this set that I got had like a few rookie cards in it for the Red Sox, I think. Yep, so there's stuff here about the Red Sox World Series win. Here's a very young Dustin Pedroia. That's super cool. I'm going to have to show off these cards on Facebook and or Instagram or whatever at some point because I do have a lot of cool stuff here. Ooh, Brendan Moss, cool. You wound up having a pretty good career. This one has the last name in gold on the top. Yeah, I like this design a lot. This is one of my favorite sets, honestly. 2005 Topps is very good. Easy to forget that David Wells was in a Red Sox uniform once. And then the very last set that I ever acquired was the 2007 Topps. You know what's kind of funny is that 2006 I really got super into watching baseball all the time, and that was the biggest baseball fandom year of my life. Probably was 2006, 2007, and I did not get the 2006 Topps set. I have no idea why. Me and my parents never bought it, either for myself or for me as a gift. But then in 2007 I did. 2007 wait. Yeah, I don't remember exactly the circumstances of when I got this. But yeah, this was the last year I ever like bought baseball cards. And so this is 2007. Was made before they won the World Series in 2007. So this is not celebrating the World Series team, but it's very cool that I have the set from the year that they went on to win. Young John Lester, that's very cool. Daisuke Matsuzaka, nice. Hideki Okajima, he was awesome that year. Brendan Donnelly didn't do anything that year. Neither did J.C. Romero. Then Papelbon. And then finally, to end it off here, there's Baseball's All-Time Greats. This is, what company made this? I don't even know what company made this. It doesn't say, apparently. But yeah, I have a bunch of these cards here that are like a bunch of Hall of Famers and like a little thing on the back about why they were great, which is cool. So yeah, that is about it for this video. I just wanted to give like an overview of what baseball cards I have and what my favorites are and what I like about them and stuff. And if you're curious to see more, then by all means let me know, and I'll probably do something, whether that's make another video or just take a bunch of photos. If there's like a certain player or a certain team that you like, then maybe I will show you off what I have for that team or that player. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day.